My goodness. There we go. That is awesome. Thank you for showing up. Hey, hey, people. Hello now. Hello, hello. I'm being live streamed. Let's see if we are all live. Instagram is telling me that, hey, girlfriend, you are going live. Did you know that? I'm live. I'm live. Isn't that awesome? All right. So we're going to give people a few minutes to show up. And right now, hey, hey, hey. I'm Nicole Borghi. I am your friendly neighborhood psychic medium. What? Okay. I am loving this. I am in your face and don't care who sees it. Psychic medium. I'm going to see if this is coming on YouTube live. I should be live. Always got to check my channels. Here we are. Looking live, looking amazing, looking amazing. Let's see if I can get these cameras together. So I'm looking at the same space right here. I'm trying to get my cameras here. Can you see me? All right, there we go. All right. What you can probably see, I hope, is not too much of my room here. My office space. You know, I've got my crystals always ready to go, a little sparkle, a little shine. I found this little buddy the other day. It was so funny. Hey, 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 people. Renee left stuff. Oh my God, I love you, girlfriend. You know, today is the full moon. So the tree of life, the DNA, and the full moon going on all at once today. Are you ready for today? I am Nicole Borghi, the In Your Face Psychic Medium, and I'm here to shout out and say hello. I love Renee Lipsta. She's so freaking amazing. And all of a sudden, you know, stuff stops working. But what is this? Here we go. Let's share while we're waiting for people to come. I want to share a little silly news. Did you know there's in the news today, ghost of a dead girl possesses an Indian woman. This is on Coast to Coast. Very strange incident wherein a woman purportedly got possessed by the ghost of a dead girl who then recounted her own murder. Oh my gosh, can you imagine getting possessed by someone and then you got to relive the murder and the pain, the passion, the craziness, and all the drama that goes out? A vampire grave was found in Poland. An archaeologist in Poland discovered a rather peculiar grave which contained the remains of a woman who was buried with a sickle propped against her neck and presumably to prevent her from rising from the dead. So it was across her neck, right? Closing her out. And the last fun thing was there is Janus, the two-headed tortoise, two heads, that is, one tortoise, two heads, turns 25 today. Isn't that awesome? We are within a full moon phase right now, and this is so awesome. I'm loving it right now. And that is just such a day of release and letting go of all your shit and stuff and things that you're holding on to and stop sabotaging. Because you know what? When you sabotage, it stops you from moving forward. It stops you from being able to meditate. It stops you from getting a promotion at work or going into your own business. And I work with a lot of people, and many of my clients I work with who are entrepreneurs and do their own thing, right? And you're the boss of yourself. And sometimes, as much as you hate your boss in a corporate world, you hate yourself more because you're sabotaging, and that evil gremlin sabotager is all up in your face. It's in your head all the time. You need to give a lollipop and go in the corner. Let's start today with a little friendly psychic reading, and then we'll get into a little bit of sabotaging today because it is an important subject. When we talk about the full moon, we want to release and let go of all that stuff. It's like cleaning out your closet. You want to make room for more, but you don't want to fill your closet with more junk, right? You want to empty it out, clean it, organize it, and put nicer things in your closet. Things that make you feel good, things that make you feel empowered, clothes, shoes, you know, stuff, good stuff in your closet. You don't want to hold on to a lot of old stuff that you don't use, you can't wear, you don't fit into. And, you know, that is what is going on in life is we tend to hold on to too much. And it really stops us from being in our psychic powers, being able to see, being able to really listen, if you like, intuition. Same, right? It's intuition, focus, and progress. You can't do that. There's ways to heal that. You start working out, start lifting heavy, right, Renee? She's so amazing. She gets me to go. to the gym. I watch her. I love watching her channel because Renee lifts stuff and she is just a beast in the gym, lifting heavy and doing these deadlifts. It's so amazing. And for me to get back into the gym and just be like, oh my gosh, I can lift more. I was at 110 the other day. My knees aren't, I'm parallel right now. So I'm working on getting a little bit further down towards getting my butt down towards the ground and getting a really good bend in those knees. But it's one day at a time, a little more yoga and a lot more good, healthy herbs and supplements in my body. And definitely that meditation that I know I can do it. But hey, you know what? To get to the ground, to bend in your knees at getting to be 50 here, and to really power back up and be able to walk away with that without having to call the ambulance. It's awesome. So I am ready to go. And part of that is really when I do that, I'm in my joy, I'm in my happy. Do what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. And when you do that, you vibrate at a higher rate and in a higher realm. And when you're vibrating at a higher frequency, yes, when you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you lift better, you work out, you do a few physical things that may be a little bit harder, a little mental challenges like chess, or maybe play cards, do some meditation. You're able to work with go through your day without that sabotaging monster getting into your head that likes to get into your head. That sabotager gets into your head and it wants to tell you that you're no good, you're not enough, and you can't do it, right? And so when you give it a lollipop, you send it in the corner and say, no more, no more. And when you're able to do that mentally, then you can do the fun things, right? You can relate to other people. You can meet greater friends. You meet good friends, supportive friends, or you maybe meet your love, or you maybe get a great, get us, if you want to get a raise at, I can't even say it right now. I just so am part of that great reset. But get a job in the corporate world. If that's your thing, go with that, right? And when you are at your best, when you are intuitively healing yourself and listening to what your body needs and prepared to see what's in your environment and awaken and have that awareness, you see more. And then you see more better things. Abundance comes in your life. So it's not just a few affirmations, people. You really got to calm down. But let's look at the sassy cards today. When I radiate love, the world radiates with me. These are so awesome. These cards are from Sassy Affirmations. Sassy, I can say that. Sassy Healthy Fit. She is so amazing. Haley is awesome. She is awesome. I love her. We had her on 360 Wisdom Speak. She is so bubbly and so amazing. You just want to eat her up. She's got that good juicy. You want to poke a straw on her and just suck out all her good vibes, but you want to keep more for others. So, hey, let's get into that reading. So the reading today for the full moon, what do we need to clear? What do we need to look at? So the first card here is, as we go further, is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is that she's sitting on her throne, right? So she's on her throne. She's holding the cup. She's the queen. She's the queen bee. And the Queen of Cups it can represent the kindly woman in your life, a strong woman. She's creative, perhaps a visionary. And she's highly developed and tends to be accurate. And so what happens is she's very articulate. She's very thoughtful. She's very strategic. But being the queen, she is also in her good emotional body. She's vibrating at a high rate, and she takes care of who she is. And she's got a deep desire to learn more about the inner world. So is this you? Do you have a mentor in your life that is a mature female who works with the heart and has that heart connection, but doesn't just virtue signal and tell you all the good, yummy things that you want to hear for that moment? It's all unicorns and rainbows. She does tell you the truth, and she gets that flow going. So the lagos, the water, right? She gets that water flow. The second card here is Temperance. And let's see, what is Temperance? So Temperance is, again, she's got more cups, and her cups are full, and she's near the water, and her wings are spread out. And that means that you're being asked in a harmonious way to learn the temper and your ego and legitimate needs to the spirit within. Go deep within. So these are two female cards. The last few weeks have been very masculine male cards where we need to balance and we need to be grounded. With the patience, this temperance can unite the elements wherever they are raw materials, resources, personal ideas. So the elements in life, do you need to gather the elements? Are you at an imbalance? Do you have too much water? Maybe you're too woodsy and you need to vibrate not just with the tree and keeping the tree there, but you need to vibrate where the branches are at the higher realm and have those be part of concentrate on the branches reaching the sunlight and bringing that sunlight in. It's harmony with relationships, happy marriage or partnership. It's adaptation to the circumstances and being flexible and movable. Again, water, coordination, and tempering influences. It's balance. So you're the Queen of Cups, you're balanced, your emotions, and you're very much strategic in what is going on. And so the third card is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles can many times mean money. And it's a message about money, probably in the written form, or maybe it's digital currency, the stage of deciding what two different opinions to choose. Perhaps you're concerned about financial issues, just trying to check my site here and see that everything's up and running, guys. So if I'm looking down or looking around, I am still here in the heart and in the energy here because I've got all my angels and guides. And it's also holding down. Perhaps you're concerned about financial issues. So, oh no, the energy's going down. You want those financial issues to come up. It's more than a job. So this is the earthly realm card. The third card here is what's now, what's in the future, what's this present moment. It's time to make a choice within if you're not sure about your outcome. So on the full moon, you want to release all that sticky, gross energy that's related to your money issues. Why do you feel bad spending? Do you feel guilty spending? Are you overspending? Are you not getting your cash book? And I've started doing this. I've got my book out. What are my bills? What am I bringing in? And what is going out? And who am I paying for? So at the heart level too, hey, I don't just need food and groceries, water, paying my bills like my utility and my rent, but I also need to look at, am I buying things that are worthy, that are enriching my life? I'm part of a group, a speakers group, and I'm also part of a mentors group. And I have to pay for that coaching. I do have a speaker's coach as well, and I do pay for that, but that's heartfelt money because I can't feel guilty about that, because if I do, then it will ruin me coming public. It will ruin me speaking to sell or things like that. So I have to look at my balance with money and my relationship to money. Write money a letter and say, hey, money, I love you. I may be mad at you because you're not always with me and you abandon me sometimes, money, when I want to save you, but sometimes you come back. And so how do I take care of money when it's in my presence? So let's look at these three runes and how do they relate to one another? So the first rune is mana. So I have a picture of it up on the side. It's the self, it's modesty, altruism, and creativity. So that is part of that female, the solar plexus, that creativity part of your life. This one is all ye's. All ye's is friendship, optimism, aspiration. And the other one is it is victory. I was going to say it was Iwas, but Iwas is the different S. And so it is actually Soilo. And that's sun. It's the second Ayat in the runestones. It's victory, clear vision, honor, and achievement. So what happens here? So you've got the Queen of Cups, and she's in a strategic point of your life, and she is the mentor. She's the wise woman looking at you. Temperance is the balance. So temperance is higher. She's flying over the angel of the queen, and she's watching that. And here comes the pentacles, but we want the pentacles to move up, and we want to relate in our highness and understand the energy of money is just an exchange, and that we are comfortable with it, right? And so we don't want to get into our sabotager. We don't want to get stuck with that. Your boundaries come up really big right now during this full moon. And I've been working on my membership for coaching. And a few of the notes that I have here is, what is your broken record script? What's that script in your head? So this is where we talk about sabotager. It's to determine where to shore your boundaries with clients. If you are working and you have clients, whether you're a fitness instructor or you're a coach or you're a financial person, where do you have clients overstep their boundaries? You do your work, you promise a little bit and give a lot, but there's a point where you have to say, hey, you know what? That's just not going to work right here in this moment. Are you able to say that to your clients or people you work with, or your customers? Don't let the customers take advantage of you. And that's where you have to work within. What are your soft boundaries? Not scary boundaries where you have to like push people out of that. You don't want to let them come into your life. And that's in relationships, people, mother, daughters, relationship, boy, girl relationships, loving relationships, husband, wife, right? Hey, how are you, Ricardo? Awesome. Good to see you guys. But do you have bad boundaries? And so here are some things you need to look at. Habitually canceling appointments at the last minute because you don't want to show up. You're not showing up for yourself. It's not just them. They don't want you there anymore if you can't keep consistently show up. Are you not paying your money? We're talking about money again on time. Consistently badgering for free services. Are you giving free services out because people are whining that they need them, but you know that they have the money, so you're giving it to them anyway? Stop doing that. Being chronically late, refusing to hear when if this is you talking into your notes, refusing to hear when I attempt to close a session as it concludes. If you're a coach, you're not stopping. Hey, look, I need you to listen. This is the time to go. Thank you for your session. Anything else? Can you stop the session? Or are you going another half an hour or an hour for no good reason? Making chronic excuses for not doing assignments, being rude, bossy, or insulting to others because they're not listening to you. And so you're getting mad. So let's reset the boundaries. What will be the drawbacks, with your boundaries? Is it with family? What are the benefits that I'll gain with boundaries and the problem? So taking action, this is a part that I'm looking up. These are things that you can write down. And for the full moon, I would really say, write it on a piece of paper, roll it away from you, burn it. Don't set the house on fire, put it out. Don't just leave it there. Put it in, get a mason jar of water and dump it in there and burn it, let it go, release that energy. So that's what you're going to do on the full moon today, is you're going to release that negative energy where you have attachment, allow people to overstep their boundaries, picture them constantly stepping on your feet. Detach from the moment and look at that. These cards will be up there because you know what? You have that wise woman mentor there. I'm here for you. Reach out. My information is in the bio. It's also on Linktree, and you can find me anywhere, Nicole Borghi. Let's book a session and get together, and we can talk about this and how it can benefit you to establish your boundaries and gain success and abundance. And that's where the pentacles come in. So pay attention to what the wise woman is saying. Love you. Happy Saturday.